As we all know, there was a life in the universe that year because of a box. One disappeared 15 years later. A group of superheroes brought back the disappeared people. However, they came back to the same. At the same time there are some problems. Because they are still 51. Age 5 years ago. When this little girl Xiaomei came back. His brother is already as old as him, and some people come back to the house and become human. This town made a special word. Hand mechanism help at this time. The homeless in this incident. Today. It's him who speaks. Spider-Man. Then the reporter surrounded him. The focus of many people's concerns is. I don't want to be able to upgrade the ladder. Many of the important tasks of the nice tank. Such pressure. The enemy of Zhanghe recently organized outings by the school was pressured by tourists and student life. History with the purpose of the poor. Venice. The river and the ancient mysterious water flow quickly when hanging out with my favorite girl, Xiaomei. A group of crabs crawling in Shanghai. Fairview is very weird. Then Hetty Central Park's intermediate ancient drama is the formation of a human-shaped mouth monster. Start attacking surrounding buildings. Peter has several attacks on bamboo, but what's the use for water retention? A few green lights appear and one is flying in the sky. Mysterious person. Today's flying around and constantly shooting water monsters soon. Big water monsters have more priority. This mystery is too busy. Zhenmi, Kija, right and evil, right and right, we'll fix it later. The people on the side fight more intensely. Remember to bring rescue artifacts. I hope not to damage the flowers. What releases a 3 staircase behind the learning habit? It was the water monster who followed the law to erect the pillar and then searched and released 2 triangles. How can the water tear directly from the front without supporting the ancient buildings? Say this daughter-in-law. TV work is a report on mystery guest. The students quickly became crazy about it, do you think? This is the unity of Iron Man and Thor. This is a familiar figure appearing in the matching room. Shield. This kind of little boy was taken out to one in the middle of the night. Mark left him. Things for him then the two came to a secret base. The mystery guest actually introduced himself here as Baker, another Earth from the multiverse. According to him, there are sodas and fires in the world. 4 element monsters. The shells have reached 3. This is my best. The secretary invited him to join. Not very willing. Not just to be a general. Ordinary young people. Love in a travel group. What the captain on the trip asked you to leave him. This is an augmented reality glasses with a personal service. Can call for him to steal your entire security at any time. Some people came to Prague with high expectations. The result. Path. The secretary. They had to agree to give them the wind key and monsters. A huge fire monster super Spider-Man up. Initiated when you come. Spider Silk is a mysterious person who can remember it and follow it in time. With an energy field. I will not last long after I have attacked the meeting. So I implemented Plan B. Non-metallic objects must be used to attack the flame crown with all the coordination. Peter's Wangzi will be 10. Catch the flower weird. Was detained and launched the attack accurately and the banquet began to stare at Peter's co-worker on the Ferris wheel. The classmate hurried to stop. Peter happens to be the one behind. I think this is the flame coming over and hitting the iron railing, absorbing the power of the steel, and becoming stronger, and it cannot resist the carelessness of the shell. This and that you said. And then die with ghosts and ghosts. What does the result mean? I can see the afterlife. It's just that the chief arrived in time. Shell performance. Ready to pull him in. Absolutely little spiders. It's just an online approving. Baker comforted her. Peter thinks Baker is responsible for this. My eyes are closed in my pockets and I have to. This equipment is too history. So he changed the one-piece authorization guarantee and gave it to Baker, who turned to find his little. This weird scene happened. The people in the bar started. The nose disappears and the whole bar is fake. Baker's smile gradually proved. 19 partners for the heavenly way to determine finance. It turns out that this man is engaged in. Employees of small companies sign up for an augmented reality system. This kind of system simply appeared in Captain America 3 and it was not Tony's attention. This is also done. From Bateau, the old employee you heard. This is everyone gathering together. Using virtual reality. The Foundation weaves the story of this mysterious guest versus alien monsters. Just fooled everyone. He didn't have a bigger one. Xiaomei took the initiative to find after the wedding. PS discount. I didn't ask him. You're the Spider-Man's 8 friends. Xiaomei just watched a fight and picked up a spider silk thing. I thought I had a date but I was interested in him. Very disappointed. This is the solicitation of Zhenjiang on the ground where everything has it. It turns out that he is a holographic projection device. Some monsters are played immediately. Realize that I was defeated by the Baker's Mick and the Flame Monster. All fake. This is because Baker didn't even find a part. One was found through searching for a lifetime. Deer has found out. Securities Regulatory Commission. This is the biggest one ever visited in Spider-Man Valley. The welfare chief comes to shield. Did not find. The whole building is going. Drone. Inheritance structure. I will fight all the way to Laudy. They are cautious. The drones surrounded the results and found that these drones are also projections. The brothers have lost the real boundary together. The organization sent out has become a scene, turned and punched and built a pillar for the little sister in the first half of the year. Eiffel Tower. I didn't want to pay attention and fell heavily outside the house. Because I finally escaped from this kind of building. Countless little spiders couldn't imagine and crushed him. Tony's tombstone appeared in front of him. The carved out was a 30. How to criticize the director of Dashong who is about to play in the palm of the hand. 11 students will enjoy the injury. The baker of Dashong finally came to rescue her against the situation. The director asked him, who else did you tell this? For example, Xiaomei and the hawker, let him say. It turned out that it was still a shell monster, and Peter was hit by a pair of trains. The scarred Point P ushered in another trusted person than he. Get off the plane. I was so excited that I ran to help the Jedi fight back. So many super powerful equipment libraries you left him. It's that the shells are ready for a new show to save the world in London. The real director and a group of people. She was also kept in the dark, but soon she was safer than China and recharged him. Action begins. The students were taken to the designated location by a group of people behind Interconnect and Gujal and flew up from the Thames River and a giant monster appeared. Will combine water and land. This is a mysterious attack that can appear in time and visually attack the plot. I just heard that a familiar figure flew all the way across the tower bridge and directly rushed into the body of the party with a drone certificate. Suddenly it is spectacular and connects them together through continuous limbs. Everything went to the district's Kisi air power system and all systems were destroyed. This virtual monster began to fall apart like a cat. The longer I got, the more I went straight at about 7 o'clock. Go alone. I'll lead free meridians to him ever. For a common operation, more and more drones are designed to be more versatile, and they can only kill the drone without using water. Don't go on like this. Catch the thieves first. I rushed directly to the shell eyes. Will be detained and reuse a group of drones to prepare the environment and currency. The last one who has learned the military training will give Jiangsu. The 2 drones that commanded Wu Lingkai's anti-antibody were dismantled. The date is also attached. Baker is lying on the ground with him. Dying on the ground. The real Baker conspiracy of a traditional meeting was discovered and managed to monitor the drone monitoring range. The world is restored. This beautiful woman returns, but things are far from over. This video of making Lei Dunjia before dying is played in the square. The video was posted to the internet, and everyone now considers Spider-Man's mysterious guest. Worse.